We all watched the Grammys last night. Our viewers have a lot to say about it. And we were all, of course, speculating last week, would the show and the host, Trevor Noah, make jokes about Will Smith's Oscar slap? Well, now we know. Take a look.
We're going to be listening to some music, we're going to be dancing, we're going to be singing, we're going to be keeping people's names out of our mouths, and we're going to be giving out awards all throughout the night.
All right, I'm going to present this award, and I trust that you people will stay 500 feet away from me.
So that was about as far as it went at last night's Grammys, but it was a completely different story on Saturday Night Live, where they talked about it again and again and again. Take a look.
Feels like we've been living in the wake of it our entire lives. It happened on Sunday. On Sunday. It's Saturday, bro.
Will Smith said, love will make you do crazy things. You know what else makes you do crazy things? Crazy.
Hey, can I get a selfie real quick?
Of course, yeah. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
Hey, I'll be right back, man.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Al, gotta go to you. You're a comedian.
Yeah.
Was this too soon?
I don't think it was too soon. You know, there's a saying that, you know, in that tragedy plus time equals comedy. And that's kind of what we had. We had a tragedy at the Oscars. We've had a week, and now we're able to start to make some jokes. And I think that's what we're seeing is we're seeing almost our collective conscious as a nation kind of deal with this tragedy from different perspectives. I saw it from as a dad being smacked. I saw it as a comic being humiliated. I saw it as a person standing up for their wife. Everybody saw something different, and we talked about it. Everybody had their different takes, and here we are at the end of the week, Sunday, literally Sunday to Sunday, and we're ready to make some jokes and move on. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think just now, you know, the media sometimes takes political parties and like laves off some and goes after others. I think you got to keep it equal and laugh. And laughter's the best medicine, like you said. If you're still angry about something, you're not laughing about it. If we're laughing about something now, the temperature goes down on the whole situation. And not making light of it, right? Chris Rock still think it's still what it was. But as far as Will Smith goes, and I think we're going to get into a little bit more of that, maybe I'll save my opinion, but I want to talk about something, a man and his legacy, and I wanted to get in more of that when we bring up Will Smith a little bit more.
We're about
yes.
to. I just want to see if you thought the joke was too soon, the jokes.
No, I think they were appropriate for where they were coming from. We expect that from SNL. It wouldn't be SNL without them talking about it over and over again. But also the fact that the Grammys touched on it and moved on as to not take away from anyone else's moment was exactly the right thing to do.
Class act. In fact, we're going to talk all more about the Grammys and our opinions later in the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But let's talk about more of Will Smith, okay? So there is some big news. He resigned from the Academy, saying his actions at the Oscars were shocking, painful, and inexcusable. The Academy responded saying they accepted his resignation, but they are still going to move forward with their own disciplinary actions. Meantime, a number of Will's projects have been put on hold, including ones at Netflix and Sony. And also, 2 big studios have pulled out of a bidding war for the movie rights to his autobiography. Jeff, go.
Yeah, so I just wanted to jump on that. The consequences that he's facing right now, I think there is still more to come. But I don't think whatever you do to him, you could take away his Oscars, you could take away some movie roles or the story of his life. To take away a man's legacy when you get to a certain point in life, right? I don't think any of these people who have everything in the whole world care about any of those material things. They care about how their name is going to live on in infamy, right? And I think Will Smith is dealing with his own demons right now, a week later, thinking, how is this going to portray the rest of my life for my kids who are also in the public eye? So I don't think we're seeing that, and maybe people aren't ready to see that side of Will Smith, but I'm sure he's hurting himself inside.
Well said. Listen, what Will did was abhorrent and wrong, but I do want to see a road back for him.
Yeah.
I do want to hear his comeback story, Erica, and I know that he's going to talk about it on Red Table Talk, which is Jada Pinkett Smith's show. Do you think it's going to be as soon as this week, or do you think they're going to wait a little bit?
I have no idea, but I do think that people need to see a comeback story from Will Smith.
Are they going to allow it?
Well, here's the thing. I think that people who are anti-Will Smith in this moment are very steadfast, and they want to see the legacy taken or tarnished. They want to see him punished. They want to see all these things. His punishment is very much being a prisoner in his own body at this point, and any of us who have messed up royally, as I certainly have, know what the backlash and aftermath of that is. But I do think that people don't want to see his demise as much as they believe they want to see it, because this was a It was a lapse of judgment. It was absolutely the wrong thing to do. But this is something that anyone, like, to have like a royal screw up moment could have. And if we want to see someone absolutely taken down based on those 5 seconds, then we're also going to have to be okay with the idea that when we screw up, we're going to be taken down forever. And I don't know, as uncomfortable as we've been in the past week, that that's a comfort that is really going to bring people joy.
And when do you think we're going to hear from Chris Rock?
I think we've already kind of heard from him on the comedy stage, and people are saying, well, he didn't really address the issue. Well, maybe that's what we're hearing from him. Maybe he's saying, I've moved on from this because I have to move on for this. And
I don't think he has. I think he needs time to process it.
I think he is, but I think he's going to process it on stage by going back to what he knows. A lot of times with comics, we go out for a big audition, we go out, we get dumped, we whatever. The first thing you do is retreat back to what you know, and a lot of times that's stand-up. And you don't necessarily have to be having an on-stage monologue about what happened. You could be telling a joke about something your dad did 10 years ago, but it's something, normalcy, kind of the comfort food of life will allow you to kind of get back into your groove. So I feel like that's one advantage that stand-up comics have, is we can kind of be cathartic and work through it on stage and still get paid.
And it goes back like full circle. It comes back to laughter, right? And
right.
As soon when he's ready to laugh at it, that's when I believe he'll be over
And people see that whatever happened didn't kill you because you're standing right there in the middle of the stage.
Or make light of it somehow, not laugh at it.
Well said.